This is your morning brief for Tuesday, July 2nd. A couple of FSA reports out today. Edison International bounces back, stick with it. So that's the company that had the problems with the forest fires. One of the companies anyways. And we're saying stick with it even after this bounce back in June. Have a look at that report if you want more details. Skyworks pops on Huawei ban being lifted. Skyworks definitely got mixed up in all of the trade war problems. Hasn't been good for any of the semis, but Skyworks in particular, because they supplied Huawei and there was a ban of Huawei buying U.S. technologies for fear of national security, and that seems to have been at least mitigated for the time being. We'll see how long, if the ban goes back in place or whatever, but for now, no ban. So have a look at Skyworks. I quite like that one. Raytheon United Technology deal. Raytheon shares dipped a little bit yesterday in a good day as investors question the deal. Active investors Dan Loeb and Bill Ackman opposed the deal. Those are two pretty big deal investors that a lot of people follow, and they're activist investors to boot, and they really don't like the deal. They don't know if the synergies are really there. And from another aspect, even the administration said it might ruin competition in the space, and I might be inclined to agree with that. I'm no expert in that area, but I would say this. There are not a lot of defense companies. There are massive defense companies. They're huge, but are there a lot of them? No. Another side note, United Technologies did a deal earlier in the year, and it was really strange in my opinion, and really kind of got glossed over in the press. So what happened, they bought Rockwell Collins to put together with their United Technologies aerospace and defense division, and in our data we saw Rockwell Collins on a trailing basis was generating 1.4 billion. Analysts said they expected 1.3 billion in cash flow. Okay, so maybe come down a little. Okay, but then when they announced, they had a quarter, right? They had a quarter, and they said Rockwell Collins would contribute only 750 million in cash flow, and it's just completely glossed over by the media. However, S&P cut United Technologies rating after the announcement. I mean, it's just like, why is nobody talking about this? It's like almost $700 million of cash flow disappeared, or $600 million of cash flow gone. So I don't know what the heck happened there. I still am scratching my head on that one. At any rate, people aren't loving this deal either. So I'm not sure what the heck's going on with United Technologies. I would not be in United Technologies right now. There's just, I don't mind that they're breaking it up. That's not such a big deal. I think that can be good. But there's just too many weird things going on with people not liking the deal. The deal they did before, the numbers changed like overnight. I don't know. I just don't need any extra headaches. It's hard enough when a company posts exactly what they said they're supposed to do, and sometimes those shares don't even go up. So with this weird stuff going on, I'd say no United Tech for now. It might straighten itself out down the road. Okay, futures are down a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit, and global slowdown woes continue. I think this is coming. Like, for now, we're not really changing anything in our portfolios, but I got kind of an itchy trigger finger to go more conservative, because I just keep hearing this over and over and over. The market kind of brushes it off and keeps going forward, but if I see something that triggers the market to go along with the global slowdown, I think it could be pretty quick downturn. So I'm watching that carefully. All right, there actually wasn't that much news. Took a little bit of time to get through that, but bigger news is the NHL and the NBA. The free agency frenzy continues in both leagues. There was $697 million in deals in the NHL. which was a record, I believe, and even that's was kind of unusual because last year was pretty big, and the cap hasn't really changed that much in the NHL. In the NBA, over $3 billion in deals, and that's not surprising. As surprising, there was a big class of free agency, a lot of big names. Salary cap has been moving up there, so that makes a lot of sense. And Kawhi Leonard is still on the board, so we'll see. He still hasn't decided. I had meetings with the Lakers yesterday, evidently still to meet the Clippers, and Raptors get the final say. I have no idea what's going to happen. Honestly, cannot predict that one. But I'm not in the business of sports predicting. I'm in the business of stock market prediction. Anyhow, okay, that's your morning brief for Tuesday, July 2nd. Let's go find some gems.